Take you inside the Texans locker room where Jaylin Noel's getting ready for a big weekend. Just happens to be a bigger debut than we thought he was going to have. Azeez Al-Shaair, he's ready to show that leadership that earned him the C on his chest. And Jake Andrews, ready to change the way people think about the Houston Texans offensive line. We've got a sleeper pick in there for you as well. Let's head to the locker room.
Heading into the debut?
Feel great, confident. I've prepared for this moment. My teammates have helped me out, and I got a great group of guys surrounding me to go in and play this game.
Do you feel comfortable if you have to step up with Christian and Barrios not practicing?
Yeah, whatever the team needs me to do, honestly, I'm ready to do. And like I said, the guys around me has helped me prepare, and I'm ready to go compete on Sunday.
What do you feel like you are on, knowledge of this offense and all the different things they ask you to do?
Yeah, just a consistent guy, going to be in the right spot at the right time. And just rely on my teammates. We got a great quarterback. We got great receivers around me, great O-line. So I know those guys will be there for me, and I'll be there for them.
Jaylin, as a return man, what do you feel like you'll bring to the table in terms of return skills? And obviously you're the Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Year.
Yeah, just really honing in on my technique, being prepared if they need me in that spot to go out there and do that job, and just explosiveness. Honestly, I feel like I'm an explosive player, and that helps my game a lot.
In regards to your teammates, having a chance to watch it, every single day, how would you describe just how special the connection is between C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins?
It's very special. Those guys are connected every day, always communicating, always talking. Nico's always in the right spot for CJ, and CJ's always putting the ball right where Nico needs it. So to see those guys go out there and compete every day, to have an example like that every day, it helps the young guys a lot, and really the whole team. They put an example out there that's hard not to follow.
Jaylin, when did you realize that you were going to possibly have to step into a larger role with Christian's injury?
Coach Ben's prepared me for this moment. He's prepared every receiver in that room to be ready for if anybody goes down or whatever, just to be ready for our moment. So whatever they need me to do on Sunday, I'm prepared to do.
What's the emotions like of playing your first NFL regular season game?
Yeah, it's truly a blessing, honestly, to be able to go out there and compete against the best of the best, and not everybody gets this opportunity, so I'm ready to make the most of it.
Talking about your teammates and your first NFL game,
yeah.
How cool is it going to be for you to go out on the field with Xavier and Jaden and that be your first experience?
Really going to be surreal to be able to go out there with two guys I spent time with in college. Hopefully at some point we might all be on the field. That would be super cool, but like you said, it's rare for that to happen, and it's honestly a blessing to be able to go out there with those guys.
Daily fantasy is easiest and the best with my friends at Sleeper. They're giving you a bonus match up to $100 when you sign up for the first time with my code Stoots, STOOTS. That link in the description can take care of you as well. Let's put that entry together. It's going to be pretty easy. You're going to get in that Sleeper app. You're going to slide over to the NFL tab. You're going to find the Rams and the Texans, and you are going to back the young Bucks in this one. If you're following with me, I like Jaylin Higgins more than 34.5 receiving yards. That's a couple big plays from him. And Jaylin Noel, how about a big debut from him? More than 25 receiving yards from the rookie. Now, what about the guy getting him the ball? Let's do some passing touchdowns. Add that into the equation. We click on C.J. Stroud. We've got that Stroud more than one touchdown. We need someone from another team about more than one touchdown from the future Hall of Famer Matthew Stafford. Put it all together. $5. We hit them all. $25 headed into our account. It is that easy to put it together on Sleeper. Here is that entry one more time for you. Stroud and Stafford, more than one touchdown, more yards for Jaylin Noel and Jaden Higgins than the prediction. And we're winners of $25 if it all hits. It's that easy. Use the code Stoots, STOOTS, when you sign up for your first time. You get that match up to $100 on that first deposit. Of course, my friends at Sleeper are taking care of you with the best place to play daily fantasy. Check out the link in the description down below. And, of course, see Sleeper's terms and conditions for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper and all the fun it offers today. Back inside the locker room.
Azeez, it's been a big run up to this first game. How ready do you guys feel for some real football?
Man, everybody's ready. You know, I think the whole league is ready, all the fans ready. You know, y'all probably ready. So, yeah, we're definitely excited for sure.
There's been talk about like an emphasis on improving your coverage. D'Amico said when you need to improve something, you're one of the players that he doesn't really even have to go to. Where does that come from? Just knowing what you need to improve without having to be overcoached on it.
I mean, I think it's just how I came into the league, you know, the guys I was around, and when you're actually trying to push the envelope to be like the best version of yourself. And, you know, I think every year requires something different. So just trying to see, okay, what did I do? What could I have done better? And just being transparent with yourself and just going from there. So I just try to keep elevating as best as I can every year.
The chess match with Matthew Stafford and you as the defensive signal caller, what do you think that's going to be like? Obviously, veteran guys, both of you.
Yeah, I mean, played against him a couple times in San Francisco. Obviously a great player for a very long time. Even I think Meek was telling us, he's like, man, he played against him, which is crazy. So, you know, he's obviously been in the league for a long time. He got all the throws. I thought he was doing the no-look throw before it was like a thing, if you really go back that far. So, obviously, he's a great quarterback. It's going to be a good matchup.
What kind of standard do you guys want to set as a defense starting Sunday and beyond?
Man, it was really starting OTAs, you know, just playing our style and go out there. Everybody's going to talk about who they're going to be, but I think when you go out there on Sunday, that's really like the first opportunity to put it on tape. So it's just repping our style and, you know, that mentality of swarm is just really putting it on tape and putting it all together, playing together.
We talked about Kyron Williams' contact balance and being able to bounce off tackles. What goes into defending a running back that has that kind of ability?
I just hit the guy with the ball, so I don't think too much about it. You just gotta hit the guy with the ball. He got the ball in his hand. He's a great player. Got paid some good money, man. You know, happy for him, taking care of his family. I seen like a video. I think he called his mom and like retired his mom. It's a beautiful thing. So, you know, he's a guy with the football in his hand. I just got tackling. So, yeah.
Azeez, you guys have a lot of depth at linebacker, and when you play those three linebacker sets, how much is that fun to have two guys that play your position next to you?
Oh man, it's always good to get the linebackers on the field. I was that guy in San Francisco, you know, that third linebacker, so I was always hungry to get on the field with my guys. So it's good, you know, just to have us all out there.
Is there an excitement around seeing maybe what you and Christian can do together? You didn't get to play much together last year.
Yeah, man, for sure. Because I mean, coming in when I first got here, you know, me and him were working a lot together throughout OTAs and training camp until he got hurt. So just, you know, having his kind of like injury stuff behind him, it's good to just see him be out there, you know, whether it's with me or anybody. It's just good to see him be back out there and just feel like himself and get back to just playing football.
Does any extra pressure or responsibility come with being a captain on the team?
Yeah, it's so funny. Me and Nick Casero were talking, and he was telling me congratulations. I tell him it's like having kids. You know, anybody can have a child, but not everybody can be a good parent, good father. So I feel like when you talk about being a captain, it's more responsibility than it is like swag or like some, you know, just passion that you get. So when you get that honor, because it is an honor, you understand the responsibility that comes with it. I feel like people out here having kids but don't understand what it's like to be a parent for real. So that's how I equate it.
Preseason's long. How nice is it to finally be able to get the pads on, make one that counts?
I mean, it's exciting, especially going against a team like this that's really tough up front, tough, you know, defensively as an organization. You know, it will be a good challenge for us, and I think we're all pretty excited to get the ones that count going.
I know they got a lot of bodies, 5 guys that they probably trust to get after the quarterback. What do they do well with those guys that you guys have seen and identified?
The rush is never over. I mean, they truly play through the whistle, and we're going to have to do the same thing and stay on these guys. They're all tough. You know, they don't take a lot of plays off. Like, they're always out there for the most part. I mean, they just keep going and they do not stop, and we're going to have to try to answer that the best we can.
What's the comfort level for you? I mean, I know this is what you wanted when you get to the NFL, and now you're gonna get this opportunity. Where's your comfort level now? Getting ready to get this thing going.
I mean, I don't want to say I don't like comfort with football, but you know, I'm excited and I'm ready, and I think we all are, and I can't wait to watch how we execute, and you know, hopefully start the week 1-0, get this thing going in the right direction.
How important is it when you got a defensive line like that to make sure that rushing attacks going and you get Nick and Damian and everybody going on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, they want to rush the passer. I mean, not to take anything away from them and what they do in the run game, because they do things well there too, but I think we need to start it off that way and let them know that this isn't the Texans O-line of old, and that you know, we're going to be physical and tough, and we're going to come play after play, and we're going to get after it. And I think you establish that to open up some other things, and hopefully that's how we get started this Sunday.
You mentioned the challenges. What are like some specific challenges that you anticipate that you can practice, but you're not necessarily going to fully be able to know whether you're prepared for them or not till the game?
Challenges as in the
Like
defense.
stunts, that type of thing?
Yeah, well, it's week one, so, you don't have a whole lot of game plan. Teams are very vanilla in the preseason, so you don't have a lot of stuff going on. Different personnel groups, there's guys that were there last year that aren't there this year. You don't know if they're going to replace them or how they already replaced them. So you kind of have to be ready for everything, but you can't dive too deep into one thing and say, hey, like we got to really focus on this, and then it might not even show up. So I think just being ready for stuff that might not even happen is crucial and important, but that's one of the challenges for sure.
Your path to arriving here, what was it like when you kind of realized that this was kind of an option? Because I'll be honest, like when we heard, we were like, okay, let's try to read up on it, and then we see it. For real. And then we see it, and we're like, okay, well, this guy's starting. He seems to be kind of an important part of the line. What was that whole process like?
I had an opportunity, and I wanted to make the most of it. I had opportunities at the previous place I was at, and for reasons that were in my control and out of my control, wasn't available for those opportunities. Got one here, and whatever happened. I don't know. We just kind of got here. It's week one, and we're playing. I'm really happy about that. I thought it was a good summer for me personally. Thought it was a good training camp. Obviously, there's always things to work on. Still have things to work on right now. It's never going to be perfect, but I'm really excited to have the opportunity to go out there for week one and play.
When guys are moving around on the offensive line and you're still at center, if stuff's going on around you, does that impact you at all?
Not really. I mean, you can say stuff about chemistry and all these things and different body type, whatever. To me, we're just playing football, and if we all know the rules and we all know what we're doing, we're all on the same page, how big of a difference can it really be? I mean, I feel like that's an excuse to be had, and, to me, like I said, it doesn't matter. I don't want to have that out there anywhere for people to say, oh, well, the reason this happened on this play or the reason they lost or won. It doesn't matter. We got 5 guys out there. We're all going to play together and do our best, no matter who it is.
Final question. Me and him have a big disagreement. I hate time zones. What do you think is the best time zone? I think it should be the same time everywhere else. It's dark.
Central time zone, no doubt. I've lived in Eastern time. I've lived in Central time for a very long time. I hope and pray I'm never on Mountain Time or Pacific, but I would have to go with Central for sure.
If I'm Pacific, I'm probably in Vegas or something like that.
Yeah,
so I don't care about.
And I'm doing okay. I think the further east you can say in a certain time zone, obviously the worse. Like we're pretty far west of the Central time, so we get a lot more sunlight. Me personally, being a guy from the South, being from Alabama, I like the sunshine, so I'm good there.